little bit longer before we probably actually get rain to fall, a few more minutes, but the ducks are waiting. It's extremely light shower is falling, and the ducks that we were calling the teenagers, they've recently feathered out. They've just reached adult stage with their first set of full feathers. They're sitting there just soaking it all in. I have moved my potted porch plants. I heard rumbles of thunder. The breeze has picked up. I am so happy. Temperatures have dropped. Sadly though, there's not a drop of rain falling because those are going to make some nice thunderheads, but Ohio is going to benefit because Ohio is straight through there. Maybe we'll get a little rain. We'll check in a little bit and see what happens. I'm going to work on breaking up these fall beans. They're a nice big thick meaty bean. They're from seed stock that my dad got that had been his older brother Wallace's seed storage. They've been doing pretty well. We haven't had a prolific year. Wearing an apron to keep my clothes clean. I love the details on this apron. Look at these pockets. Isn't that a cute one? Aprons are nice. So I'll sort out what I need to dry for dry beans that keep a very long time, and what will be more for a fresh canning. And I also have some regular half-runner beans. And my husband and I actually like the fall beans mixed with the half-runners. That's a really good flavor. It definitely is not your regular Blue Lake bush, easy to grow and pick bean. These do have strings. You have to string them, but the flavor of the green beans is just wonderful. So I'll work on this while we watch thunder and maybe some rain coming in on lunch break. Soaking. The ducks are all ruffling themselves. The guineas and chickens are out, so pretty good judgment that we're really looking at. That was what we got for rain. Sprinkling on us. There, that was our rain shower. That'll help loosen up to pull out weeds, pull out the Let's see if there's even anything to measure in the rain gauge. Here's what I ended up with. These will be cooked as fresh. These I will put on my dehydrator and get them to finish drying out. If you like soup beans, which are Appalachian slow cooked beans, these have a little meatier taste to them. And actually you can even mix, you know, some of these and white, like navy beans and pinto beans. Makes a really nice, you make it so that it's not watery like soup. maybe more like a thick soup is a better consistency for a soup bean, and like what a lot of people would think of as the texture that you would get with ham and beans, that type of thickness. And then with some Kentucky cornbread, which does not have sugar in it, and oh, that is some good eating. Rather have that than a big bowl of chili. And here are the bowl of scraps, which will be a nice snack. A little bit for rabbits. Goats will just love to nibble on these. Chickens, ducks, all the animals would fight over getting these bean hulls and scraps. And if the vines, when those dry out and aren't producing anymore, or you know that frost is coming and you need to pull them, definitely plan on that so that you're using that to feed your livestock as well. You know, making use of everything that you're growing. Well, this little burst of rain is definitely making up for the lack of rain that I was whining about earlier. Look at the rain pour off the roof of that barn across the road. The ducks are much, much happier. Looks like we've got some pine needles clogging up our rain gutters and pine. Everyone's out walking around. The weather map was showing everything's gone. No water droplets remaining. So for sure everything's dry now. Unfortunately, my rain gauge got tipped over. So it shows at a 1/4 inch total. Today through you can see the wind turbines, and they're not turning, they're just sitting there. That grid of just under 60 wind turbines. I'm not sure when they're expected to have everything functional. I'll walk out here and see if at the edge of the driveway I can show you a better view of those. I haven't really commented much on those as they're coming up. If we didn't, there's a wooded area there. It used to be a farmhouse. There's still some outbuildings and a barn, and then that was a fenced-in field area that has just grown in over time as woods. And how are you? Got yourself all ruffled up. They'll get themselves looking nice and slick and pretty soon. Actually got a few standing water puddles. Nice to see. But that's the edge of the wind turbines that you can see because of that. If we didn't have that homestead area, and that line of trees that you're seeing is following the Mississippi River, goes all the way through there. Some turkey barns. This is Fetid Creek. We rarely ever even see a crawfish or anything, and it's not even ankle deep, but it will get up to crawl down into the creek. You have to, it will be like my head height, so it's at least 5 foot deep, and in raging storms it will fill up. No chickens, I do not have anything for you. Look at them. I'm like the Pied Piper. I did not bring you the bean scraps. I haven't cleaned out the refrigerator. Get over yourself. So let's get back. I do not have a problem with alternative energy. We have to find options and resources. We don't have large enough rivers around to be able to have nuclear power plants like on the Ohio River. So it is what it is. And the southern end of our county, and now here at the northern end of our county, has wind turbines. That's our reality, and glad to see that the world is trying options. So out of this almost 60, what can we see from standing here? There's one, and it still has a crane where they're still working on it, and another one will be kind of like right behind it. Right there is a crane for one going up. When they're done, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I would be able to see eight turbines right now at that far distance. Let's zoom in. I know it won't really help very much. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's one back behind it, 5, 6. One they're building, and then there is a over there. Oh, well, there's even another one. So there's a couple more that will be in that direction. From our bedroom window, we have a little bit more of a view. A couple high points, about a mile away from me. I was able to even see several more back through there. Like I said, just that being at ground level in the tree line area. And those are a few miles away. So that also gives some people who are always curious an idea of how flat it is in this part of Indiana. It's pretty flat to be able to stand here with woods at that distance and see all that. And the little town is right there. That's it right there. Here goes the last of the rain clouds.